Well, today's move of the day is gonna be something special. Playing white here was Alexander Baburin against one of my all-time favorite commentators, Daniel King. So, as you can see, Daniel as black is putting a lot of pressure on white position, and white crumbled over here. Here he played bishop to d1, and this is a huge mistake. Why is it a huge mistake? The reason for that is this basically disrupts the coordination between the white pieces, and there is a split, as he likes to say, there is a split between the pieces, and Daniel King playing black here exploited this perfectly. So just go ahead, pause the video and try to find the brilliant move that Daniel played here. Alright, so I hope you found the brilliant continuation. Queen takes d4. Now that's a queen sacrifice. And in fact in the game, Alexander played rook to e2, not capturing the queen. Well, let's have a look at what happens if the queen is taken. Now black has an unstoppable powerful attack. It starts with rook takes e1, that's a check. King goes over here. Now knight to e3, you can see there is check with the knight, and there is a pin along this line. Capturing the sacrificing the queen back doesn't really help, as we can simply capture and black is winning over there. So he could have played king to f3 as this square is guarded. So now what can we play here? Well, black can continue with bishop to g4, again dragging the white king further up the board. Now he can play king f4, and here we go, rook takes f2 check. The king has two different moves. He can go to e5, but then salvation comes from this side. Knight to c4 is a double checkmate. Beautiful. Look at all the coordination between the black pieces. It's simply wonderful. And these pieces are just sitting there watching their king getting massacred. So going back, well, the king can also step on the g file. Now what do we do? Well, there's two checkmates over here. Probably this one or this one, whatever you prefer. So let's go with a check here, and yeah, now we have two checkmates, rook h5 or rook h5, whatever you prefer. I prefer this one, using all your pieces. It's a beautiful checkmate. Okay, so going back, the queen basically cannot be captured. It's poisoned and should not be captured. So in the game, uh, Alexander continued with rook to e2. Now Daniel played a very cool move. After capturing the pawn, he did simply went back with queen f6, basically showing that black is having a completely sound position with a very healthy pawn. So this was captured. Knight takes. This pieces of white doesn't really make a great impression, and one of the biggest aspect of this position is the weakened light squares around the white king, which can be exploited very soon. So bishop to c2 played by white. Daniel played bishop g4. This is important to preserve the bishop. As long as we have the bishop, we can simply create some sort of mating net around the king, which is always to our advantage. So knight to d3, and here the simplifying move knight takes d3 was played, and this is I think a very simple move, because black is putting serious pressure on the white position, and any kind of simplification definitely favors black here. It doesn't really help because these pieces can hardly defend this king. So here we go, bishop to f3. Now there is a serious threat of the queen swinging into action over here and threatening mate here. So white has to address that. Here he plays bishop to f1, and Daniel King starts pushing his pawn. This is a kind of a deflection, cannot be captured, should not be captured. So bishop to g2, and now d4. This is an excellent move. You know, he has a pawn mass in the center, and it's best to push that and create a strong pass pawn in the center. So it's taken. Now we have a strong d pawn, and it's gonna go home very soon. So rook to b1 played, d3, bishop takes, queen takes, and after queen c4, we just play d2, and now queen f1. All we have to do was, there are several continuations. One of the simplest continuations is probably to go e6 or e5, with the idea of swinging the rook over here and then threatening a mate on this square. But Daniel played a very cool move, which I think I would have also played, because just taking care of your back rank is really simple and good continuation. So g6 kills the time and passes the ball to white, who is running out of moves. So white in this position played rook to d1, and here black found an excellent move to end the game. And well, it's really nice because you don't get the chance to sacrifice your queen twice, the same queen twice in the game. So queen takes rook. Daniel successfully sacrificed his queen again, and this time it had to be taken. And after rook to e1, white player resigned here. So what a great game by Daniel King. Really cool stuff. He played very calmly, he was controlled, and yeah, it was quite a nice attacking masterpiece by Daniel King. So hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel. More videos are on the way.